What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. KG is back. It's match reaction time. Another win for Leeds United, 8 in a row in 2024. Just keep the W's coming. Plymouth 0, Leeds 2. Not a vintage performance, but I did think it was going to be a bit more closer than previous games that we've had. And yeah, we've come away with the 3 points. I'm going to talk about a few performances today, which is puzzling to say the least. But it just shows you when you've got the quality in this division, especially, you can come out with 3 points at the end of it. Before I go into things, you know the drill, people. Please like the video before you do anything. Drop your comments below, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Gavin is saying here 8 wins and 8 with a score of 19-1. We need to improve. Mr. P here saying glad for the win, but not our best outing. And yeah. Listen, that's going to happen. To think that we're going to steamroll everyone 3-4-0 is a bit unrealistic, but getting a big winning run is definitely not unrealistic, and that's what we're doing right now. And listen, when we started this game and when Gnonto scored, I thought, okay, this could be another one of those. But to be fair to Plymouth, I thought that they were pretty decent today. You can see that there's a big gulf in talent differences, goes without saying. But I think that after the first 20-25 minutes, they got into the game, and at the beginning of the second half, they were actually the better team. And where people are probably thinking we need to make subs, we need to do this to get more control, it just takes that little bits of moments of quality from the players that we do have, and then it's 2-0 and game over. And that's what we got to do. That's what's going to happen. We've got, we've got Leicester next, people, and that's obviously going to be a big game. That's coming up next Friday. But then after that, we've got teams that are at the bottom end of the table. We've got a very, very nice, favorable run-in. But as I've always said, it's not about the fixtures you've got, it's how you play them. So let's see what we do. Let's see what we've got in those games. So yeah, SJ Jorginho double nutmeg goal. You know what's so funny? And you know me, I always say it's all about your end product. And Jorginho today got an assist and he got on a goal. And I think they've just awarded him the player of the match. But I actually think that was probably overall one of his worst games he's had for us. That's the irony, but that's what I'm talking about. You can have that in the championship. You can have a pretty bad game, but when you've got that quality, your moments count, and his moments counted today big time because they were important for both goals. Texas here, Dan James on set pieces. Yeah, I mean, he hit the bar. He hit the bar. Nate, come on, man. Seriously, could still win the league. I'm not even thinking of that, Nate. And listen, Leicester have got a favorable home game today. I think they'll win that one. They win that one. It's just trucking on for them. I think that they win the league. But if we can cement second, which we are now, we're back in second place after, Southampton beat West Brom fairly easily yesterday. We're back in second place now. Ipswich are away at Swansea. So I'd expect Ipswich to get something there, maybe. But look, we just have to concentrate on ourselves and hope Southampton mess up in their game in hand. Let's have a look. Yeah, another clean sheet. I had this down as a 2-1, but yeah, 2-0. Love to see it. It's our defense, and that's something else I noticed as well with Plymouth, but I've noticed it from a few other teams as well. When they get a chance, because we're so defensively good right now, when they get a chance and they misplace the ball, like say if someone's playing it across the 6-yard box, they look like the world's ended, like, oh my God, but this was our opportunity to try and get past them, and we haven't done it. That's how good defensively we are in this division. Benny here saying Creed really quiet today. Yeah. Somerville as well wasn't his best game today. That's what I mean. It wasn't gelling as it should today. And Joel Peru was in some good positions today, and he wasn't getting the ball, which is unfortunate because I'm sure Peru will get a lot of heat today. But again, Joel Peru dropped deep today, and he got himself an assist when he wasn't getting the ball when he was in the line. So listen, we did what we had to do today. Yeah, Leeds here saying Rutten not great, but overall super assist and goal. Yeah, the assist is getting played down like it was a lucky punt. He literally saw Gnonto. Gnonto had the freedom of the Plymouth pitch, and Jorginho spots him and hooks it in the air. Maybe he didn't mean to sky it that high, but he intentionally put it there. And Gnonto's first touch was beautiful. The finish was just sublime, and that is what 5 and 5 for Willy Gnonto. He's on fire. That's what I'm saying. He's absolutely on fire. So you can't take Gnonto out of this team. I thought Kamara was good today. Listen, let me just get the team up. Let's get the team up, people. Matt C, it is class and assist. It really is. I know assist can be anything. It's like somebody says, who made the assist for Ryan Giggs against Arsenal in the cup when he went past about four Arsenal players? Hardly anyone remembers, but I believe it was a centre back. But there we go. He was given player of the match today. Melier, great today. Yep, fine. Furpo, I thought was decent. Could have put again. His pullbacks weren't as good as they could have been in previous. Well, they weren't as good as they were in previous games. Ampadu, I thought was the better of the centre backs there. I thought Roden was a little sloppy today, but Ampadu was top notch. They weren't getting past even today. I thought he was brilliant. Gruev and Kamara. I thought Kamara was really good today. I thought Kamara had a really good game. He was threading things through, and listen, he was a catalyst as well when Plymouth were on the attack from corners. Kamara was the one breaking out and starting moves. Like we almost counted on him, I think two times, and he was at the center of it both. He's just so good with the ball, and that's what I'm saying. Now we have such good problems to have, whereas people thought that Kamara was the weak link, or the weaker link, I should say, and that he would come out if Connor Roberts is the start. I don't think you can take Kamara out this team right now. He has to play. He's been that good. So yeah, Glenn Kamara, shout out to him. But yeah, apart Gnonto aside, I thought that the front three wasn't gelling as well today. But that's going to happen. They're not going to score 3 or 4 every game, unfortunately. But yeah, listen, Jorginho got his today. I don't know. Listen, maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Did anyone else think that Jorginho overall had a great game today? And if you do, just put it in the chat. But he got his goal and assist. But I felt like I saw the same sequence from Jorginho over and over again, where the ball he's got his back to goal, and the ball's just bouncing off him. Nothing. He's not holding anything up, and it goes back to Plymouth again. And I think I saw that about maybe 6 or 7 times today. Let's have a look. Oh no. Let me just see. Let me go back up. Okay, hold on a minute. Josh here, just asking here. KG, is this team better than Bielsa's champions? Probably not as lovable because of all the sentiment, but far more productive. Farker is doing some kind of job. The team is better, Josh. It's 100% better. But what Bielsa did with that team, with the players that were not as good as these players that we have in this, is that he made them all better players. He coached them to be better than what they are. That's how some of them got Premier League careers. They would never have got that without Marcelo Bielsa. It's as simple as that. So yes, that team was electric. The football was beautiful, what we was watching in the championship. But yes, collectively, individually, as this team is way better. It's not even close. If you go player for player against that team, what Bielsa had, this team here probably beats every position. Every position. You got to remember, he made players that had no business being as good as they were that good. That's what he did. So yes, yeah, by far this team. But you know what they have to do, people? They have to achieve promotion. That is it. If they don't achieve promotion, then they're not as successful. It's as simple as that. I go by what teams achieve, and if they don't get promoted, they're not as good as that team overall. Individually, yes, but not as a team. No. Yeah, exactly. This is it. Basically, yeah. Bielsa did miracles with the mid-table championship players. Exactly. Yeah, Tom here. Yeah, Bielsa elevated Farker as a much better team that has gelled them very well. Yeah, it's taken a while. I would have thought we could have got some of these performances early in the season, but now it's gelling. Now this is the most important time to have this team gelling. So I've got no complaints. I think I even said in an earlier match reaction as well that I would rather have these wins come later than early and we fall off, because that's the more frustrating thing. That is definitely more frustrating than having a late surge. And Farker knows what he's doing at this end of the season. This is his time. This is Danny Farker's time when he kicks in, and his previous teams have gone on to dominate and go up. So let's hope that we get the same again, because it's going to be tight from here till the end of the season, people. Let's have a look. Yeah, Scott here just saying Jorginho and Cree saving their best for the Leicester game. Yeah, it's going to be a massive game next Friday. Oh my days, it's going to be a big game. I might even do a watch along for that one. We'll see. Yeah, Mr. Tom, I was going to mention that as well. Thank you for bringing that up. Gnonto's defensive effort was fantastic. I think he helped out Archie Gray spectacularly today. He was getting back, he was tracking back, he was making little interceptions. He was good. He was good at both ends today, Willy Gnonto, and that's what we need. It's going to be interesting. I think he'll get the start against Leicester. He deserves to. But Dan James, I mean, like I said in the preview, Dan James has literally just won the January Player of the Month. That's how good Dan James has been. So it's not a slight on Dan James. It's just that Willy Gnonto, you can tell, just gives you that extra bit of class. Like that moment today where the defender just didn't know what to do with him. And he just stopped. He didn't try and get close. He didn't lead in for a tackle. He just stood there, and Willy Gnonto just knocked it round him once, another touch in with his left foot. That's the clash that you get from Willy Gnonto. Um, Let's have a look here. Simple Sai here is just saying, I was yelling at Georgie to switch on plenty of times. His tricks and turns weren't working today. Ball bounced off him all day. Great heart fought win. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that in terms of saying that, even though a player's got a goal in the assist, just saying that his overall performance was a bit, but then when you leave him on and he gets that ball from Peru, and listen, that ball from Peru was lovely as well, by the way. Very underrated through ball by Peru. When he got that and just levered that in, hard and low, that's what you get from him. But these are the things. I mean, these conversations will have to happen at the end of the season, but these are the things that we're going to have to clean up if we are to go up, because you will not get these chances or get to play that poorly over and over again, and you won't get like hit on. We're not going to be playing Plymouth next season if we're in the Prem. It's going to be much better. Even a wily old Crystal Palace team would probably handle it better than that. So these are things that the team will have to clean up. But listen, they're getting all the reps in here at championship level. So yeah, and of course we'd have to strengthen the team for any people that think that this team could go up and not get any strengthening. That's just not realistic, people. Uh um what are we saying here? Oh, every time with this button, here we go. Mr. P saying Gnonto looked disappointed to be substituted, as he should. Yeah, as he should. They should all be disappointed to get subbed. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm always more skeptical of those players that are just happy to go off. I want to see players that are playing well and think, you know what, I could probably add a few more to my tally here or set up a couple more. I want to see that disappointment. But there was no, dummy out the pram. He just didn't look happy to come off. Nothing wrong with that. Captain Elwood saying Shock Rodon only has 4 yellows, two coming against Hull for the send off. Such a tidy defender. Yeah. I thought he was a little off today, in all fairness, but Ampadu was there to clean everything up, so no problem at all. Let's have a look. Let me just get this here. Yeah. So, okay, let me just get, am I on this page? Yeah, here we are. So yeah, today 9 shots on target today, not our usual output in terms of getting shots on goal, and just the 2 today, just the 2 on target. So we're very efficient there. Two shots on target, 2 goals, a 100% hit rate. Let's go. But yeah, look, Plymouth, as I said, Plymouth did make it very difficult for us today, which I thought they would, as I said in the preview. But again, even though they hadn't lost a game since October at home, the quality that we have should see us through, and it did. It absolutely did today. So no complaints today. Yeah, Mr. Tom, that's a great point as well. Gnonto knows James is capable of winning his place back, hence the disappointment. Yeah, there could be that as well. He's thinking, well, if I come off now and Dan James comes on and hits a goal and assist, then Daniel Farker's got a decision to make on Friday, hasn't he? So yeah, there's all kinds of things like that, of course. SJ44 here saying Melier was good under physical pressure on set pieces. The only one I remember, and maybe because I wasn't watching too intently on Melier today, but the only one I remember is where the referee had to get involved, and it was a crowded box, and he still got to punch it out. I thought that was pretty impressive, but I don't recall anything else. Not saying it didn't happen, by the way, but I wasn't paying that much attention to Melier today. Yeah, I don't know what that was. We don't hammer or go on about referee things here because there's 90 minutes in the game, but I don't know what that was. The free kick that Dan James scored, hit the bar from. What? I don't know what that was. To me, it looked like the foul was in the box. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. I have no idea, man. I have no idea. Who cares? The fact is, we're getting away with these terrible refereeing decisions. That's why, again, I don't feel bad for the Bamford elbow. We've been shagged on a few penalty decisions this season ourselves, but yeah, it is what it is. Ryan. If Leicester slip up today and we beat them Friday, we're only 6 points off them. That's still 2 extra wins. That's still relying on Leicester then going on one crazy run of a downward spiral. I just don't see it happening. If it happens, people, I'll be ecstatic. Okay, I'll be ecstatic. But I just feel Leicester are just going to be automatic until they get that P next to their name, and then maybe they start to drop off. Maybe once the promotion's sealed, they'll start to take their foot off the gas. I just don't see it at this point in time. They even had a little blip, what was it, a few weeks ago, and they're still clear. They're well clear. So, yeah, let's just concentrate on ourselves. Let's just concentrate on finishing second first, getting Southampton out the way, getting them out the picture, and then maybe we can talk about a championship. Maybe we can talk about a championship challenge. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Leicester are gone, give it up. Yeah, yeah. Ryan saying, sorry, KG, it's the beer talking. Shout out to you, Ryan. Yeah, I thought so, David. But look, the good thing is we're not being hindered by these decisions, and that's the only thing that makes me just roll past them because this league is disgusting anyway. But the refereeing is shocking. It's absolutely terrible. But we knew that. We knew that when we came back down here. Okay, so we just have to go what it is. I'm sure I can't even remember who Bamford elbowed it in against now, but I'm sure they're ruining that as well, aren't they? So it swings and roundabouts, as the saying goes. Um, Mr. P here saying, as has been said before, we win all our remaining games, we will go up in the top two. Yeah, but what if Southampton, with their game in hand, win every game? Won't they go up in the top two? I mean, my maths isn't great, but I'm pretty sure if Southampton win their game in hand, then proceed to win the rest of the games, they will go up in the top two. I don't get where that's coming from, Mr. P. You've been questionable lately. I got to say, Mr. P. I don't know what's going on with you last few weeks. I don't know. Maybe I've got it wrong though. Bob T here saying loving this season. See, I had someone say this to me the other day, and it came up on Talksport. I don't know if anyone saw that, but someone was asking a Crystal Palace fan, would you swap out this season to have a season like Leicester's in the Championship? And it's absolutely no. It's an absolute no. And I don't understand that either because you see all these wins that we're having or we're getting, they're great wins. But if it doesn't amount to promotion, then so what? Then so what? Okay, okay. The last game of the season is against Southampton. Okay, yeah, got it. But I'm just saying, in return to that, if Southampton win all the games, they will go up. So, but I think we got them last game of the season. I think we'll beat them. I think we'll beat them. I think we'll beat them. But yeah, I would 100% have a mediocre Premier League outfit, uh, mid-table finish, then win a bunch of championship games because it don't mean nothing unless you go up. I mean, no one's going to be looking back at these games in a few years and going, "Oh, do you remember that game against Plymouth where we won 2-0?" No one cares. It's all about getting to the Premier League. So 100%, I would take a mediocre Premier League year, although I don't like it, over a successful championship one. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's what it is for me. Premier League all day long. And the thing is, people always say, "Well, would you rather just go up and lose games?" I would say no. I'd rather go up and our owners do the right thing and recruit properly, so we're at least flirting with mid-table instead of being bottom feeders. So again, there's different caveats to it, I guess. But yeah, oh man, listen, everyone's going on me for the Southampton thing, but I'm just saying, look, if we both win every game, then that's some tremendous form, isn't it, from both teams? I just don't see it happening. I feel that there's going to be drop points from now till the end of the season before we play Southampton. That's all it is. And that's all it is. And as Andy here says, we're all going to drop points before the end of the season. It's just going to be who's going to be more consistent from now. Exactly. Exactly. That's the way I look at it. Jason here is saying, yeah, nah, KG, I'll take Bielsa winning the champ than our ninth in the Prem. I don't like the Prem, but well, I would ask them what is, because I know everyone supports, likes football for different reasons. I do get that. So then, what is it that you actually want Leeds United to do? If Leeds United ever had to, if Leeds United ever won a cup, would you not like that? I don't get that. I don't get winning the championship, then finishing ninth in the Prem. I don't understand that. Yeah, I mean, listen, that's just not my mentality. So this channel's probably not going to be for you, Jason, because I want Leeds United to be successful again. I want us to be back in one of the best teams in England, one of the best teams in Europe again. So yeah, if you're one of those that are just for vibes, whether Leeds lose 7-0 or 1-0, yeah, this probably ain't for you, mate. um, okay, Jason then comes back. It's all about good football and entertainment. It is, but I would say to that, Jason, when we finished third in the Premier League, when we was top of the table at the turn of the millennium, that was fun and gives you a lot of memories. But no one, okay, championship wins. What do you remember of those? And does it even matter? It's not top level. Again, I want us to be an elite team, so that's a different conversation. Um, But then, okay, Jason, and this is the last time I'm coming back to you, Jason, because we are just completely different. Success is champions of your division, not ninth in the Prem. I would guarantee that if someone in Division 2 finished first, they would happily take whoever finishes ninth place in the Prem's place. I guarantee you. So again, hogwash. But yeah, here we go. Um, they were fab days, David, and they could have led to more success, but we know what happened there, don't we? Yeah, Matt C here. Give me playing Man U, Liverpool, Arsenal, etc., rather than the likes of Plymouth and Rotherham. No contest. It's just Simon Jordan said something similar recently about Leeds being in the Prem. Of course, the Premier League want Leeds in there. And again, here come the rival fans will go, oh, here Leeds United fans go, but they do. When they're trying to promote, with all due respect, Bournemouth versus Luton on Super Sunday. Okay, that's cool and that's cute, but they would much rather have Leeds United in the Premier League. Of course they would. 100% they would. And whether that sounds arrogant or not, that's fair. But I'm telling you that is how they would that's how they would want it. Yeah, I don't get it even, Andy. But again, I will say this. I've had messages from people before that say when they go to games, they don't go to actually watch the football, they go to socialize, from a whole hard week of work. So again, they're going to Leeds United for a different kind of enjoyment. It isn't for the result, whether they win or lose. It's oh well, we lost, but I've been able to hang out with my mates, and that's fine. But I'm just not there. I'm just not there. I want this club to be a juggernaut once again. That's all it is. Ian saying we will rewatch the win against City. We won't ever rewatch the win against Plymouth. And that's fair. David here saying, David, thank you so much for the super chat there. Thank you. You didn't leave a message, but thank you for the donation, my man. Yeah, I want to win. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Leeds here saying traveling to Europe beats this league. Yeah, 100%. Or just the potential to, just having the opportunity to that, but you only get that being in the Premier League. So whether you finish ninth or 1 year or even 15th, at least you're in the hat again to go next season, recruit better, and maybe even flirt with those positions. But yeah, listen, let's have a look at the table, people. Here we are, back in second on a crazy run. I know it says last 5, which is all green ticks, which is lovely, but it's actually the last 8, which is just tremendous. The form has been electric. It's been nothing but electric. Whether the performance have been superb, that's another thing. But the results have been electric, and that's all you can ask for. Winning solves a bunch of remedies. Whether you've got questions tactically, which I'm sure some people had when we were losing control of the game, you can have those questions. I still have those questions, but winning is the best remedy for that, and we've done it again. So now we wait on Ipswich. We see what happens next. And we'll finish this weekend in second place, people. Love it. Absolutely love it. Let me just get a sip of drink here. MT here saying Leicester than Chelsea coming up is like being in the Prem. Good test of how ready we are for that level of our position. Yeah, it's a tricky one though, MT, because if let's just say we get battered by Chelsea, does that mean that every single player that we have can't play in the Prem? Absolutely not. It really doesn't mean that. But if we beat Chelsea and then people think, see, this team is more than good enough to compete, no dice either, because it's not over a 38 game stretch. We beat Chelsea last season. Remember that one? That was a great win. That was and the atmosphere was unbelievable. I was at that game for that one. It was unbelievable atmosphere. 3-0 win against Chelsea. But over a 38 game season, we weren't up to it quite clearly with 31 points. Ugh. Now that's disgusting, people. But yeah, it will be a good test because Chelsea, no matter what you think of them with their form, they're still a mid table Premier League outfit, which is higher, much higher than us. So it will be a nice test. But yeah, the Leicester game that we had at their stadium at the King Power, that seemed like a Premier League fixture. It was played like a Premier League fixture. It was tactically tight. It was a game of chess. It was a real good game, though. It was a real good game overall. So I'm expecting the same next week. But of course, we'll talk about that in the preview. Flying Fish here saying, you called it, KG. We needed to go on a long win streak and they've delivered. Yeah, that's all I ask. And it's not a hard ask with the players that we have. We've got a real good squad. One of the best 11s in the league, probably the best, but Leicester probably say they're the best one. You can't really argue with that, but we should be going on a winning run. It's not out of the realm of possibility, and we've done it. I said it was possible to do. You just have to get everything bouncing your way, and that's what's happened. And we've been good over this stretch of games. So yeah, that's all I asked for. Mr. P here with a super chat. Thank you, Mr. P. Even though we had a little tiff about the Southampton thing. No, not a tiff. No, that's too strong. I'm getting soft in this world. For me, it's been being in a better position to keep your best players to continue the Premier League journey. Yeah, 100%. There's no point us going up and then losing Somerville or Jorginho and then having to replace those. No, let's keep those and build on those guys. But like I said before, people, and we'll talk about it at the end of the season, everybody can't go. And that's just the way it is. Everybody can't go. If we do that again, we'll just be in the same position we was in the last 2 years of our second Premier League stint. And that wasn't fun for anybody. I think everyone remembers those. Who was with me in those streams when we were losing game after game? That's not fun for anybody, people. So, yeah, I think we'll be in a much better position. I think the 49ers will know what it, you know what the good thing is, actually. Let me just say this. The good thing is about the 49ers is that they've been with us through this season. So they will not want to do this again. They will not want to do it. They will see the numbers. They will see that it's not as profitable. There's not that much money in this division. They will not want to go here again. So I think they will do everything in their power to make sure that we are a good Premier League outfit for the first couple of years and then try and kick on. I don't think they're going to say anything like we're going to be in Europe in 5 years' time or anything like that. I think that they will do the right things. Yeah, Athena. Yeah, he was here. You was definitely here. It was not fun. It was not fun. Yeah, you guys know it was stressful, man, and you could see it on my face. I didn't want to come on here, man. And that was always the funny thing, though, man. People think that because when you're losing, you get those views that want to see, people miserable. That didn't mean nothing to me. I want to be happy doing this thing, and I was not having fun in the last couple of years. I really wasn't. Andy here saying, if we can go on a winning run through April, we'll be halfway there to promotion. I think that's our trickiest month. Yeah. Listen, let's just get all the points up after the Leicester game. Let's get the points up in the Leicester game and let's get the points up after that because we go on a run against teams that are like 19th, 21st, 23rd. I saw it on the Sky graphic. We have got a real favorable run of fixtures, people. So we can keep these wins coming. There may be a draw thrown in there. There may even be a loss, but that doesn't mean everyone's got to lose their heads. It just means we get back on the horse and go again. But at this point in time, let's keep this streak alive as long as possible. It was, Mr. P. You know it was, man. It was therapy session after therapy session after therapy. It was so bad. I was having to, oh, my Lord. Bad times, bad times. David, who sent the super chat earlier. Let me read your message out, man. Sorry, Cage. You're so pleased with the win. Forgot to send my message. No problem, man. Great win today. Confidence growing every game. 100. Yeah, everyone remembers the therapy sessions, man. God, so poor. Oh man. Darren here saying we are all set if we beat Leicester next week. Yeah, listen, if we beat Leicester next week, not only is it a hammer blow in Leicester's run of on their steamrolling promotion train, but you got to think about the mental blow it's going to be on Southampton and Ipswich. Just think about how they will feel if we manage to beat Leicester, do the double over them. It has ramifications all around. That's why the game is huge for a myriad of reasons. Absolutely huge. But listen, that's next Friday. We've got a bit of time to prepare for that one. But yeah, we'll talk about that one next week for sure. Yeah, I know, John. I've got the whole Southampton thing. I got it. I got it. Tasha here. Okay, and this is another side of fandom I don't understand. Could care less if Chelsea hammer us as long as we beat Leicester. The thing is, people always say these kind of things until the hammering takes a mental toll on the players that have been hammered. That's when I got this so many times in the Premier League. Oh, it doesn't matter if we get hammered and this and that. Of course, it matters. If you get hammered in a game, you can park it. You can definitely do that if you've got the right attitude. You can park it and say, you know what, that's a one-off. We can go again. But you know this football club people. How long have you guys been here? When we lose heavily, it's not a good thing. So I never understand being hammered. I don't want. I would prefer if we to lose, because you can lose games, especially against Premier League opposition like Chelsea. But I would like it to be a competitive loss, so at least the players are going, "Hey, you know what? We've done this against Chelsea now. Imagine what we could possibly do next season with it when our team's a bit stronger." That's what I would say. Um, Whoa, Texas! I so want to beat Chelsea more than beating Leicester. Oh my days! What is going on today? What is happening? Oh, what's in this dilute drink here, man? What's going on? Come on, Texas Leeds. League is the bread and butter, man. You know what, Texas? I'll put it to you like this: we beat Leicester and lose to Chelsea this year, we'll get two shots at them when we're in the Premier League. Does that sound better to you? If you look at it that way, hey, let's go with that one. Um, yeah, exactly, Russ. Yeah, I hate getting beat. Never mind getting hammered. Yeah, we've had enough hammerings over the last couple of years, man. And there's Maddie here saying better if we beat both. Yeah, I'm on that one. Yeah, Athena. Yeah, let's just win both. Why settle? Exactly, exactly. Let's win both. But Chelsea one is going to be tough, though, people. Let's not get it twisted. It will be a tough one. I think that is it. Let me just check if there's anything else before I go. If you haven't already, please hit the like on the video. Just really helps out the algorithm and everything else like that. Okay. LUFC data there. Let me just put out a few things that LUFC data is putting out. Let me make this bigger. Yeah, these are little things that are probably going under the radar, but let's put them on the radar. Ethan Ampadu's record as Leeds captain, not bad. 8 games, 8-1, 19 goals 19 goals scored, 1 conceded, win rate 100%. There you go, Ethan. What a captain. What a captain. He's doing his thing. And just on that, with the defensive record, Leeds have now kept more clean sheets, 50, than any other championship side this season. So we're currently in the lead with that. And just looking at Joe Rodon, Ethan Ampadu at the back, 754 minutes played, 8 matches, 7 clean sheets, 1 goal conceded. Leeds have now conceded just 1 goal in over 12 and a half hours of football, with Rodon and Ampadu at centre back for Leeds. Yeah, it's tremendous numbers. And it goes as well with the partnership of Gruev and Kamara. They've been very important in those stats as well. That shouldn't be forgotten. They've been very, very important in keeping the central spaces tight, keeping teams out. Kamara pressing from the front, Gruev doing this thing in the central midfield, and then those two just cleaning things up. Meslier has been very well protected, which is a good thing. So let's keep it going, people. Let's keep it going. SJ44, Ampadu's composure and timing at the back is top level, 100%. But listen, people. Yeah, Andy, this is what I mean. And I mean, this is another conversation, Andy, but and people going on about losing leadership with the old guard going. Yeah, it's just that people were stuck in that moment, and it's hard for people to move on. They think that because that was successful at the time, that it was going to work 4 or 5 years later. But yes, we had to move on, and this is the best way to move on. Ethan Ampadu is a born leader. Said it many times. He was his leader at Exeter when he was 15, 16. He is a leader. So good to see with Ethan Ampadu. Mike here saying, KG, you're the captain of the LUFC YouTube space. Should wear armband in every stream. Shout out to you, Mike, and I appreciate that. But yeah, I think that is it. Let me just see if Farker has come out and said anything while I'm here. Oh yeah, and just as well on Perot, he had a nice opportunity. He set one up for Jorginho, who then hit the post. So there you go, man. Perot, for everyone that bashes him, he was doing his thing today, even with little service. Uh, Yeah, there's nothing. If Farkas says anything important, we'll come back to it together, people, on a different stream. So yeah, listen, people, please like the video before you go. Subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on so you know when I'm going live. You never know when that will be. Probably not going to stream tomorrow, but we'll be back Monday for something. Should be back Monday. So yeah, lock into the channel, and I'll see you then, people. Peace out and enjoy the rest of your weekend.